And what do you provide a unique example to them because you came right from the neighborhood that they're in. You're talking to a lot of kids in the areas where you grew up, and you know some of the challenges that they've got. You know maybe they don't have the role model that they need in all aspects of their life. You know, tell me a little bit about what it means to you to connect with those kids that ultimately were you X number of years ago.
Oh yeah, it's like looking in the mirror sometimes, and to walk the halls of a former school that I've attended, and to go to a community center or a church that I once participated or attended, it's like going back in time. And I think you and I had the conversation earlier about what would you tell Eddie 25 years ago, what to do and what to prepare for now. And that's how I try to approach it. What would I tell, what have I told myself differently to get prepared for the life that's before me now?
Because my guess is when you were walking the halls of that junior high or that high school, you weren't thinking you're going to be sitting here today talking about how you're mentoring and leading other people, how you're helping develop Northwest Indiana young leadership, how you're getting involved in a TEDx conference. My guess is you weren't probably imagining that for yourself.
No, I always thought football was my way out. Sports was my way out. I had a very limited perspective on that. Didn't venture much outside of Gary growing up in high school. The one thing that really helped me was going on the historical college, black college tour. That opened up my eyes to see the world in a different perspective, that there is a life outside of Northwest Indiana, outside of Gary. That whole college readiness piece was instrumental in my life. And when we sit down and we talk with kids, we say, hey, look, it's okay to go and venture out in regards to different cities, different communities, different towns. If you're going to college, it's okay to stay as well. But don't exclude the opportunity of coming back. And a lot of my friends, they question, why would I want to come back years ago? And now they're thinking about coming back home. And I think they see the difference, they see a change in leadership and vision in the community. So it's interesting to be on the ground floor to see a lot of change happening and developing, and to share that with youth and say, hey, look, this is a good place to live, work, and play. You just have to know how to develop yourself, how you can be a part of that change.
We referenced it a little bit earlier. What are you going to tell that young Eddie? What do you want him to know? If he's watching this little clip of this video right now, what do you want that young man, that young woman to know?
Well, there is a young Eddie, Eddie Jr. So if Eddie Jr. was watching this, or myself, if this was years ago, don't forget to give back. It's important. Service is needed, service is important, but the charity aspect, that spirit cannot leave the community. We have to amplify that spirit. Little Eddie, you're a part of that. You have to be that person within your sphere of influence, or sphere of constituents or individuals that's friends with you, to be that leader, to be that person, to inspire and encourage them to help serve and give back to the community. So figure out opportunities where you fit in that lane.